Hello and welcome to Mobile Friday. Today we're going to try out. No. Hello and welcome to Mobile Friday. The last couple of weeks we've tried some smaller iOS games, but today we're going to try out a new big release. We're going to try out Tower of God New Worlds. We're going to see what happens when we start the game for the first time. We're going to see if there's an additional download, if there's a forced tutorial. We're going to kind of see if it's safe to play outside on a network, because sometimes these games can force you to download a lot. So, let's try it. Ooh, maybe vertical game. Don't allow. Interesting. So I'm playing this on Wi-Fi. You might have seen that at the start. So I'm going to stick with English for now, because it'll also be easier for you guys to listen. I'm going to pre-download it as well. See what happens with that choice. So there you go. If you play this on the phone network, it will only download the voiceovers if and when it needs them. So during this choice, I'd actually recommend. Ooh, we get a video. Yeah, still vertical video. Really varied character designs. It's a shame the video doesn't look crisp. Like, it's 720p, whereas this is an iPhone Pro 14 that can do 1080 or more. Interesting. I like that we got this choice. We can watch it again, or we can read. So feel free to pause to read these. Certainly a lot of characters, and each one very different designs. I wonder if we would have these in like loading screens in the game. So there we go, that's all the characters. So on the iOS page for this, it said that this was a game based on a very famous net manga. I was gonna cycle itself. I was being pressed in the buns. So if you're a fan of the manga, please let me know about it. Net mangas are something here in Japan that has kind of gotten more and more popular. It's essentially something that you can read on your phone. If you remember with the PSP, okay, it was a few years ago, so you may not know this, but on the PSP it had a comic section, and you could download comics. So on the trains, you could read comics or play games. It's the same thing. Some mangas, instead of going through the books, they're now just going straight online. So it kind of is like webcomics, but of course webcomics like 10, 15 years ago were just like a comic every day. These are actually whole things. So yeah, this game's based on a really famous one, Tower of God. I personally haven't heard of it. Ooh. I'm gonna go for highest, because I have... Oh, does this picture change? It does! Okay. Now this I haven't seen before. I've seen games have graphic requirements and give us a choice, but not one that actually shows you the differences. Granted, high, very high, and highest don't seem to add that much. So highest and low. No! I don't want low settings. Let's go back. Ah, nuts. Nuts. When I get a chance to go back to settings, I would do that. You can see the rocks, top left. There's banding, not fine detail. But if this is low settings, it's still pretty good.
Where are you going?
No aliasing, so a lot of jaggies on the lines.
Remember what I said, Bomb? If you climb up the tower, you'll get to see the outside world one day. Blue sky during the day, starlight at night.
So like I said, I have no idea what the story is, what the manga is, what the comic, whatever you would like to call it. So,
I'm sorry, Bomb.
just like a lot of you, I imagine,
I'm sorry.
I'm going in blind, I guess, to what's about to happen.
So that I may be born again.
No, Rachel! Don't go! Don't go, Rachel! If you go, I'll follow you until I die! Where am I? Light.
My. I haven't had a guest like you in a long time.
Who?
It's been a while since a visitor opened the door by himself. Welcome to the tower, young man.
Whoa.
See, Yuri? I was right.
He really opened the door by himself?
That's right. But this kid looks pretty weak, huh? I wonder, will he be able to survive Head-On's test?
Evan, follow me.
It looks
to the bottom of the
fantastic,
tower.
it really does. In a way, the picture looks bigger than the phone screen.
Have you forgotten the royal family's warning?
He's the first
Oh,
irregular
as this is an iPhone Pro 14, it's got Dynamic Island. So at the moment, of course, this is a video, so Dynamic Island at the top is getting in the way of some of the video. But it's not that obstructive, because most of the action's happening in the middle. But of course the characters are so big, and everything's so big, bigger than the screen.
You're going, Yuri.
Yeah, it kinda
Running
is
off
close to
make
the
another mess.
Dynamic Island.
Or maybe you just want to embarrass your father this time.
Either way, you should
In a
stop
way,
right
I
there.
kind of feel like this is like a
You should be
4x3
at the bottom of the tower.
style game.
Your nagging never gets less
I don't get the
annoying.
impression that it's
I guess even
widescreen.
You can't escape getting older.
16:9. I get the impression it's kind of
I'll have to
a
remind you
4x3.
of
I mean, look how
place.
huge these
Well,
character pictures
For
are.
people who really don't know their place.
I wonder if this is because I've accidentally set the game to the lowest setting. And if I go to a higher setting, perhaps
Are
they'll
these
get smaller.
jumps standing in my
That'd be
way?
interesting to try out. I'm guessing this is going to be the tutorial time. But I kind of like this big, bold style, which is bigger than the screen.
Why did you rile up Princess Mosh?
Hey,
It's definitely something
we
I've
have
not
time
seen
to
before, and
nap. Why don't
there
we
are
take care of the-
many videos on the site now for mobile phone games. This is truly something unique. This is doing it automatically, by the way.
It's cute. Shall I toy with you a bit more?
Ooh,
This is getting interesting.
You'll be at risk if you take any more hits, Lady Yori. I'll cover you. Fisher! Fisher, restoration! Lady Yori, now!
so yeah, obviously, the hand on the pictures and the glowing yellow makes me realise this is what I've got to press.
Take this! Rose Shower!
It's a very impressive
Don't let your guard
art
down,
style. It
Evan.
really works. I like the characters in the world all kind of fit together. The colours, the fights. Nothing, as I look at this, nothing looks out of place in the world that they're trying to make. In a way, it's too good of a game introduction to play if you're commuting, because you'd be very distracted by all the bombasticness that's happening on screen.
Your test for the first floor is the ball. To pass, go inside and evade or defeat the monster and pop that ball. Simple, right?
And there's a real sense of size.
We really came all the way here. So his first test is the ball. That seems excessive.
Well, Head-On probably isn't in a very welcoming mood. The regulars always find a way to shake up the tower after all.
That kid, he's going to die.
Such a pity. Should we help him?
Huh? Why would we do that?
I can hear it. He's calling out to me.
What? He's taking the test?
It's a creepy smile.
I knew this was gonna be fun! Let's go, Evan!
Wait! Princess!
Stop!
Stranger.
Yeah, it looks a little rough in places in the background. If this is, let me hit auto. If this is low settings, then actually it's doing really well.
Open the door. It will all start here.
Oh dear. So soon after young Bomb's departure, just like the prophecy foretold. What would you like me to call you?
Well, it says 12 characters max. Normally in these games we just stick with Albion. Ah, it's already in use. Which means we go to the site name.
That is a good name.
Thank you. I picked it a long time ago.
Bomb, the girl. And now you. Never once have so many irregulars arrived in such a short period of time. I suspect that someone is pulling the strings here. But alas, I am just a puppet, and I have been waiting for you. Well, I can't tell you everything just yet. In this tower is the boy they call Balm. His destiny is similar to yours.
Huh, so who are we?
How about you follow him and aid him on his journey up the tower?
We're not
After
bound.
all, both of you are from the outside world. If you promise to help him, I will also do my best to help you climb the tower. With that out of the way, now it's time for you to tell me about yourself.
Well,
Why
what
did
do you want to
enter
know?
the tower?
That's again, I have no reference to what this actually is, so I'm going to hit I don't remember.
Oh no. The tower is far too dangerous of a place to not remember why you're here. I will introduce you to someone who will help you navigate the tower, at least until you regain your memory.
Perhaps I don't remember as the easy option to help.
She should be here by now.
For those of us who are perhaps unfamiliar with the game series.
Thank you, Mr. Head-On. I, didn't want to be late, so I had no other way. Ooh! So this is who you were telling me about. What an extraordinary person, just like you said! Okay, you can count on me. I'm Rin, and I'll be your amazing instructor on the ways of the tower. I'll also do my best to answer any questions you might have.
I have so many questions. Sure, take a hand.
Good. Let's keep this little chat of ours a secret, at least until the next time we meet. It's time for you to play the role of an ordinary regular and start climbing the tower. If you start climbing the tower now, you might be able to catch up to the boy. Let me introduce you to some people who will be assisting you. May the tower's blessing be with you.
Huh. See, I touched that. It's like a gacha mechanic where you can collect other characters.
Now this counts as self-defense, right? Which one should I pick?
It says tap to close.
Welcome to the tower, regular. Like Mr. Head-On said before, we have to climb the tower to find the boy.
I can't touch anything else. I have to do this.
First, let's begin by forming a team.
Okay. I must admit, in the pictures on the iOS store, I didn't quite grasp what this was going to be like.
In the front row. Ranged teammates like Paracule and support units like Chung Chung should be dispatched to the back row. Move Yori to the front line. Let's move Paracule to the back row.
Oh, I see, okay.
Move Chung dispatching teammates to their optimal positions will always help you in fights, regular. Always remember.
How does this work? Turn-based? Move? So they're moving automatically. Am I just going to press buttons? Does that character a squirrel?
Take this, Road!
Was it Chung Chung? Is that it's got a tail. So at the moment it's more that I'm watching, but it could just be the tutorial.
Unlocked. Please follow me. What is the loot system, you ask? In a nutshell, loot for you when you're busy. Rewards from the loot system will always be stored like this.
Okay, what are they trying to do now?
The 5 slots you see now are the Shinsu links, created by the power. See how each teammate is dispatched to a specific Shinsu. When a Shinsu link's level increases, any teammate. This is the center slot, where Princess Yori is located. Hold down on the level up button to increase the Shinsu link multiple levels at once.
So level 10.
It up to level
Hold.
10.
Whoa.
Well done!
Whoa, that goes really fast.
The power of Shinsu links?
Okay. So going to speed meant we didn't watch her cinematic attack.
Dive head first into the waves.
Yeah, we picked up a new character, new card.
Oh, you have a new teammate. Since Han Sung-yu has joined your adventure, let's dispatch him to the Shinsu Link slot with the highest level.
So are we not leveling up characters, we're leveling up
Han
slots.
Sung-yu has been successfully dispatched to the leveled up slot. Now, move our tank Yori to the center to finish the deployment. Well done. Now join forces with...
Seemed a little bit pointless, put him in the central position and then having to move him out. Ah, so we perhaps have to watch it happen the first time. Then every subsequent time, it just happens automatically.
Serene waters. A new wave approaches.
At least it's nice we have those options to make the battle go quicker.
Did you see the power of the Prodigy Wave controller Han Sung-yu? He has a secret advantage. If a teammate has an elemental advantage over an enemy they attack, their damage will double. On the other hand, if a
Makes
teammate
sense.
is attacking at an elemental
Kind of standard in
disadvantage,
RPGs.
their
If you have an advantage,
enemy is green.
you
That means you should use a red element
do more
teammate to
damage.
have an
Kind of like
advantage.
Pokemon, I guess.
You can see each of your teammates' current elemental advantages and disadvantages. Do you see that? When facing green element enemies, Han Sung-yu of the red element gets stronger, but Pericule of the... Lastly, dispatching multiple teammates with the same element. Shall we deploy our new green element friend? You've gained an element buff for deploying 3 green element... Remember the element combinations you see above. To dispatch
I don't know if it's good that they
teams.
simplified it to colours. Earth, water, fire, light and dark. That character. So let's turn off all these. Perhaps hit auto.
Try dodging this.
Well, so far, Lin attack automatically is quite good for a mobile game. It means that if you're commuting, you don't need to worry about holding the phone with both hands.
Lastly, I've arranged a meeting for you and some teammates. shall we? I'm so excited to find out who your teammates will be, Regular. You can meet them here.
Okay. Well, we got one gold one.
I'd rather fight fate than betray my team. Too slow.
Rob Devil, what a name. Well, certainly a big variety. Woo, 4 eyes.
Do you like your new teammates, Regular? It seems you are now ready to enter the tower. Thank you for your hard work. I'll come back when you grow a bit more, Regular. Once again, I sincerely welcome you to the tower, Regular.
Well, I guess that's kind of it for the tutorial, and it's going to last just play for a little while. I didn't register for this, but I'll take a free card and a free character.
I'm going up the tower.
It is a little weird that this is the character we're trying to chase after, and we've now got him as a character ourselves. First things first. Graphics. Highest. Oh, you can see there was all sorts of things here in the graphics. Interesting, so you can really tune this. SSAO, screen space, something. Oh, I don't remember. Okay. Immediately looks better. What's in the loot? All these exclamation marks. So they're just fighting and loot's accumulating in the background. Interesting. Missions. Claim all. I love a claim all button. Simplifies it so much. Oh, I missed that achievement thing. Claim all. Okay. There's a lot in the chat, so I'm going to close that. Top left, shop. It's all well and good showing a shop, but it's difficult to know how good the bundles are because we don't know what any of this means. I feel like we should have played a little bit more before we can get the shops so we can actually understand the value, understand what we're getting here. So yeah, I'm going to skip that. What's the summon thing? I have 21 of these. So who do we want? Big Bird. For the characters we haven't yet seen. It's the ones that look really different. No more kind of monster looking ones, so who looks interesting? One with the hat, sure. Summon 10. Oh, look how much better this looks now. No golds. Okay. Oh, there's one.
You've never seen a talking chicken
Oh, we've got the talking chicken. Cool. Oh, I didn't see what happened then, but something happened. I kind of want to go back and kind of play a little bit more.
Let's try using equipment to make your teammates...
Equipment. Huh.
You can enhance your equipment if you have...
I can tell you, since sending the phone
You there?
to the highest quality
Watch
settings,
yourself.
it has gotten hotter.
equipment and materials
I can
you
feel
own
it getting
as
a little
enhancement
warmer
materials.
than it used to be.
As you can see, increasing the level of your equipment. Once you're done selecting materials, tap Enhance.
When you see it,
You
it
there?
costs money to enhance.
Watch
So
yourself.
yes, okay, gotta be a little careful then. Auto equip, sure. Sure, why not? That's not what I wanted for teammates though. I was hoping that's what you could do. Offers. Alright, let's go adventure. Now, let's hit auto and see what it chooses for us. Combat power. 1 green, 1 red, 3 yellow. Element. Let's do that. All my, yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 SSR ranked characters, so let's use them. Let's set this to...
Take this!
Kinda looks really cool, doesn't it? What's this? Okay. Having the battles be automatic like this definitely makes it more watchable. Again, from the point of view of commuting, if you're out and about, it's so much easier just to watch the battle happen.
Stay vigilant.
Especially at this early point in the game where it's obviously a tutorial and obviously trying to let you win and experience the game. I don't feel like I'm missing anything or worried about this. I feel like if there's a boss, the game will or should
A new wave
kind of
approaches.
take control back a little bit and explain what's about to happen. Like there could be consequences, for example. A little curious, so I'm going to hit controller. I've got a Series X Bluetooth controller. Or Xbox Series is blue. Just seeing if there's any Bluetooth support. I really don't think so. Nah. It's all been touch based so far, so I didn't expect there to be controller support.
Take this!
Take this! Take this! Rose Shower!
Yeah, so we can choose to turn those cutscenes off. But I feel like it's
Who's next?
fine for now, because they're really quite spectacular. I'm really going through these quite quickly. There doesn't seem to be any kind of like energy bar or heart bar or some bar to restrict how many battles we can do in a day or in a set period of time.
Stay vigilant. Even in the most serene waters. A new wave approaches.
But it's just battles so far, it's not exactly any story. What is the support with 3 on it?
Have a friend's teammate join your team as an envoy teammate using your friend's support list. You can use...
So we don't need any friends at the moment, not this early in the game. But I don't know if you noticed, but the enemy characters are leveling up. So I do think after this battle I'm going to have to level up my own characters. Because each battle's taken a little longer than the last one to complete. Oh, that looks cool.
Piece of cake.
Now, what leveled up? Me? The characters I'm choosing to fight? I don't know.
Thanks to your efforts, we've made some real progress in following the boy's footsteps. Still, there are many things I need your help with, Regular.
This is gonna be like
Let's
side
enter a
quests?
simulation I created that reenacts what the boy experienced while climbing the tower. I created the virtual space, but only you can replay the boy's memories. Now, shall we enter the boy's memory?
Huh. So we've got our adventure mode, and we've got the boys' story mode. Okay, start.
My name is Hedon. I'm the administrator of the first floor of the tower. What's your name, boy?
25th bomb. It's the day I was born.
Good gracious, that's a mouthful.
Well, that explains where the
I
25th
think
comes
I'll
from.
simply call you Bomb for short. So, Mr. Bomb, how did you end up here?
Did a girl with blonde hair go past here?
Ah, a girl with blonde hair.
If you remember, that's the
You saw her?
girl from right at the beginning of the video.
Please tell me. I need to find her.
The one who fell through the door first.
All answers are above you. That's all I can tell you. Wealth, immortality, absolute power, all the truth.
In a way, this is a mixture of like
those who desperately seek it.
like a story game,
Whatever you
and an
desire
RPG,
is all up
and an auto battler,
the
and a
tower
gacha
is
game.
Such a place.
It's an interesting combination.
Then how do I get up there?
You can collect loot if you've got just a couple of minutes. You can do a bit of adventure if you've got more than a few minutes. And if you just want to sit down and watch some story,
Each
you can
time
watch
reach
Bam's
a new
story.
floor, there is a test. If you pass the
Honestly,
test,
I've not really come across a
proceed
mobile
to the
game
next
quite like
floor.
this.
But there
Granted,
is
you know, on the
a
sides I
cost
do
to
play,
defend.
I tend to play some of the
Those
smaller
tests
games.
are brutal.
But still, even on console, even on like a Vita and PSP and 3DS, I haven't really come across such a unique combination of games.
If you treasure your life, you can still turn back.
I would take any risk just to see.
And like a story game, we still have to interact with it. We're not sitting and watching a movie. Though it's minimal, we
Shall
do have to play a
proceed with the
part.
test? Look this way. This is your test for the first floor, the ball. The rules to pass this test are simple. Go inside the bars and evade or defeat the monster and pop that ball. Do that and you pass the test. That monster is a white steel eel. It usually has a fairly mild temperament. But it's spawning season, and it hasn't been able to eat anything for a couple of months. So it's a little short-tempered.
If it's spawning season, it makes you wonder if that ball is actually the monster's egg.
Of this level. If you can't climb the tower, you'll never find the girl you're looking for, huh? A little girl alone in this tower. It sure makes me worry.
Rachel.
Think carefully. Nothing is more important than your own life.
It's that grin.
Welcome to the tower.
I don't mind the loading, it's quick. So I'm not too frustrated or annoyed by that, how it breaks the story. In a way, it kind of helps with scene transition. So at the moment, it feels like it's being used smartly.
Hey, new guy. You just got here and you're trying to get yourself killed? Cat got your tongue? Oh, wait a minute. Do you not understand me? Evan! Stop standing around and get down here!
Lady Yori!
I see. So you're her guide.
It's been a while, Mr. Head-On.
Come on, cut the crap. You're the most experienced administrator in the tower and you forget to give him a pocket?
I, too, can make mistakes.
You have extra pockets lying around, right? Give one to the new guy.
Here, take it.
What's that gonna be?
A grade A pocket is too much for a newcomer.
Okay, so I can't just tap I've got to physically move the player.
How is it, new guy? You can understand what I'm saying now, right? That pocket is ranked way too high for you. Say thank you, kid.
Does this marble let me understand you?
Bingo. A pocket translates every language of the tower to Mexethian. It has a lot of other features, such as a timer and the ability to make
voice calls.
Make good use of it.
Interesting. I wonder how we're going to use that later.
Thank you for giving me such a precious gift. I really appreciate it.
Don't thank me. You should thank Princess Yori.
As expected. I have a keen eye. Step aside. I have something to discuss with Head-On. Hey, Head-On. This test is better suited to floors 20 and above. Do you really need to go so far? Just because he's an irregular?
You misunderstand me, Princess. This is an appropriate test for an irregular. They are special, are they not?
Irregular?
This tower is only meant for the chosen. But on rare occasions, irregulars like you find their way in without being chosen.
Does that mean I'm an unwelcome guest?
Yeah. Irregulars have brought chaos and change to the tower since ancient times. They have extraordinary strength, which is why they're feared by others. But look, this guy's different from the other irregulars. He's so weak. I mean, sure, he looks like he'll age pretty well, but... What I mean to say is, Mr. Head-On, wouldn't it just make sense to lower the difficulty of the test?
You really want this boy to climb the tower, don't you, Princess? Very well. We can lower the difficulty. How about this, Princess? Why don't you lend him the Black March?
What? You know what kind of weapon the Black March is!
So you want me to send the boy up But you don't want to lend him a hand? Oh, I understand. The Black March isn't just any weapon. Young man, let's resume the test.
Hey, newbie. What's your name?
Bum, ma'am. 25th bomb.
So, do you want to go up the tower, or are you just gonna give up here?
I can't give up. There's someone I have to find, no matter what.
Arms inventory, visible mode. Take that.
That's cool.
This is the Black March.
Look how different each of them are.
You can't do that! That weapon was bestowed upon you by the king! His Majesty will kill you if he finds out!
Even with the Black March, there's only a slim chance of you winning. But if you still want to take the test, I'll lend it to you. Take your shot, kid.
Thank you, Yuri.
I felt like it was cut, that
Promise to
cutscene.
give this back.
Lady Yori, why are you doing so much to help him? Do you really think that irregulars will change the tower?
I'm not deluded by idle fantasy. I just think the kid's alright.
Okay. So are we now gonna fight? Win in 10 seconds or less. Well, firstly, that creature looks like a creature, which is great. Look at all the detail and the reflections. But how are we going to do this? We can only use one character. One teammate limit. We have his card though, don't we? That could be the card we're using. Alright, let's just go, see what happens. Maybe it'll do it for me and I don't have to do anything. See, it says auto on the bottom right here. Huh.
Did he already figure it out? How to win? He decided to take that path?
Is he crazy? Damn it, I have to get him out of there!
No, Lady Yori. That's the only way.
What the hell are you talking about? Throwing yourself at the mercy of a hungry eel is the answer?
No, that's not what I mean. There, look.
He stabbed it? From inside the mouth?
Facing the Shineo head-on without running away. That's the only way to pass this test.
You knew and you didn't say anything?
It wouldn't have mattered if I did in most cases. It's easy to figure out how, but not many can actually do it.
What do you mean easy to figure out?
Bravery and boldness can only
So
be
my
achieved
screen
through
has just
conviction and
dimmed.
skills built
You
by
probably won't
endless
see that in the
struggle.
video. But that just
But what he has
it gives a hint as to how hot this
is
game's
neither
making my
of those
phone.
things. It's just that the fear of losing the one he's looking for has devoured any other fear he might have.
I can only think of perhaps one other video when that's happened before.
What's going on? The ball's fine even after an attack from the Black March. I've never heard of this happening.
Who knows? Maybe it's really well made.
Damn it! New guy! Give up on the test right now!
Damn it! It's headed his way! Hey, new guy! Talk to the Black March! Ask for help!
Cool.
Help me. Help me. Help me. So I can climb the tower.
Do you really want to go up that badly?
Black matcha?
Interesting.
Wealth
Weapons are
beyond
characters.
imagination, fruits of
Think
magical
about
flavor,
Bleach,
and
if you're
divine
familiar with that
impulse.
anime.
The taste
As
of
Ampak
power and
told,
honor, the sweetest
aren't
taste
just
of all.
swords, they are
Which
they
is
are
it?
beings, they are
Which of them
things, they are
drives you
creatures.
upward?
Rachel.
Rachel.
Just like this.
Rachel is the name of my friend. If I can find her, I don't need
So it's
to
not so
climb the
much
tower.
finding the power within,
What a boring guy.
finding the power within your weapon as
Fine,
well.
I'll help you. Just this once.
How shameless can you be? Sure, now you're in the hands of some doe-eyed boy, you... It disappeared. What have you done to the ball?
The boy went up.
Head on. What the hell are you planning?
I simply test the ones that come to the tower. I prepare tests equivalent to the value of the things they desire. That is the fate of a tower administrator.
Let's go, Evan. We have to find the kid. He took the Black March.
Oh, yes, Lady Yori.
The boy went up. What will you do now, little girl?
You've completed the main quest for Act 1. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with what you say you have something left to do before we play. Don't worry, my spell allows you to go back to any act you've completed at... We can play the next memory once you claim the clear reward.
Now this counts as self-defense, right? Which one should I pick?
Well, we've already got one of her cards, so how's this game going to deal with duplicates? Got Breakstone obtained, Soul Crystal obtained. And you see it says there the card has switched to whatever that is inside there. Unlocks after clearing adventure stage 112. Okay, nice and clear. Let's claim all our loot. Oops, got more to claim. What else? Mail. We're not going to do the shop. Could do the summon. Well, we got our friend there, so we don't need him. Who else looks fun? It's hard to know. We don't have a blue in that list. Who's blue? It's middle row here. Go him. Doesn't particularly matter, but you know. Let's skip all these. You can see, got one new one, but no high levels. Break stones. Limit break. That's what we're collecting, stones to limit break. Okay. So limit breaks.
Use breakstones to upgrade skills. Select a skill and tap limit break. Here's a surprising
You there.
fact. Additional
Watch
stats can
yourself.
be obtained with 3 or more limit breaks. Complete the constellations in your pocket certificate to grow strong.
We're starting to get a little too many systems here. Sure. So limit break.
You there! Watch yourself. Bang!
We don't have enough. Gotcha. So we can hit auto equip. Nothing happens. Or him. Or him. He gets stuff. I wonder why no one else is. Yeah, we just don't have it. Okay. Okay, no worries. Codex. Character information, probably. Growth. Links. How far can we go? I guess just get everyone up to level 10. If you remember in the battles, we were falling behind. Or, well, it was taking longer to do them. I would have preferred if the game had kind of hinted, you know, hey, you might want to, you know, change your characters around. How do I get out of this screen? Oh, there it is, bottom left. Event. Clear all missions for special reward. So we've got different missions on different days. I assume. Oh, that's the daily sign-in. This is what we got for playing the game. I think it's the first week or the first 2 days. Just got some. How do I filter? There we go. If I had more time, I could spend a long time just going through each of the weapons, upgrading them. So we're going to do 5 on her. Not enough currency. Okay, so what's limit break then? 50 to limit break. Ah, so you see it increases the amount of levels. So instead of top 20, we go to 40. Okay. So let's hit limit break and see what happens. Okay. So yeah, this game is certainly deep, but it doesn't exactly show you the way, does it? Let's do this adventure and let's see how better it goes, and then we'll probably end it there.
Take this.
Well, it's still taking a long time, isn't it?
Stay vigilant. Even in the most serene waters.
Piece of cake.
Now we won't proceed, I just want to see how better everything was, and yeah. So we're going to end it there. That's Tower of God, New World. It's a new game this week, out on iOS. And even for the first 30 minutes, when I had the graphics on the lowest settings, It looked fantastic. It really drew me in. I do feel like the shop is open too early, and there's not perhaps enough tutorial. Like, after a couple of adventures, I perhaps should have tutorialized this and this and this, just to help slowly increase your level. It kind of said, off you go, explore it yourself. And I can appreciate that to a degree, but this game has so many systems. Feels like maybe a little too many to start off with. So I did the additional, what was it, 2 GB download to get all the voices in. I'd recommend that you do it before obviously you go out, because 2 GB on a mobile contract is quite a lot. I don't think it's necessary, but getting that download done and out of the way means that you can put the headphones in, enjoy the music, enjoy the conversations, and get kind of wrapped up in this world, because it's something about the design choice that's really grabbed me. Everything is so big, bigger than the screen, so you kind of feel closer to it to a degree. It's kind of unique and hard to describe. I do recommend giving this a go. Obviously the first hour doesn't feel like we made much progress. We have gone up to the next floor. Well, Bam has. We're nearly there. And there's just so much, like Expedition still locked. Command Center, so much locked. Growth, so much locked. So there is a huge amount to this game. This feels like a 20-30 hour RPG with a complete otome kind of story mode. If you're fans of the manga, for some reason I keep thinking there's an anime for this. I'm not too sure. There could be. But if you're a fan of any of that, I don't know if this is for you, because I haven't seen it myself. All I can say is, as a game, it's unique, it looks fantastic, plays smartly. I said earlier that you're not physically controlling the battles. You can set it to all auto. So if you're commuting, it's a great commuting game that, because the story will help pass time, because the battles don't need your hands or fingers, you can still say, if you're standing, you can still hold on and the game can still progress. So there's been a lot of thought about this. And have you noticed all the buttons are on the edge? So it's easier to get hold of from the side. The buttons at the bottom are huge. Look how much higher they are over the kind of bar at the bottom. And for the dynamic island, yes, it gets in the way a little bit, especially with the video cutscenes, because the videos and the characters are, like I said, so much bigger than the screen, kinda. The dynamic island is always there, so it's a trade-off. As I said, it kind of feels like it's a 4x3 kind of game, and you're on a vertical screen only seeing a certain part of it. It's exciting how different it is. It's nice how it treats you, how the tutorial works, how the story works, how each part has worked so far. And there doesn't seem to be a limit how much you can play during the day, or how often you can play in one sitting. I guess the limit is your own time. So yeah, Tower of God New Worlds. Pretty damn fantastic. Of course, in the comments, if you know the comic, the manga, the anime, whatever, it'll be really cool to know how this game represents that. Is it accurate? Is it taking some liberties? And if you played the game and gone further than me, how does it keep going? How does it keep tutorializing? Or does it perhaps kind of forget itself a little bit and forget the player? But until the next Mobile Friday video, or until I see you checking out some of the other videos, playlists, YouTube shorts, or maybe I'll see you over at Ko-fi, because as a small YouTube channel, we get no money from YouTube. So I set up a Ko-fi account, we can get donations, we've got a couple of subscription tiers, and I just remembered I forgot to say how hot my phone is. Noticeably hot. Remember, the screen dimmed on me, so it's hot enough to dim the screen. Not completely, just noticeably. Playing it on low settings, I felt no heat from my phone. As soon as I went to highest, in like a couple of minutes I could immediately feel the phone getting warmer. So there's that consideration. Perhaps in settings you should just play it on high, because between high and highest I didn't really notice much. But whenever I see you again, please take care.